Left there by Van Bossen, through looking for Anderson, but Jim Leighton comes sprinting out of his goal. Well, I wonder what Derek Anderson makes of it all so far. It's certainly been frantic. It's Farrell playing it through. Again, it's Goff with right. Gascoigne. A bit of slackness there. Looks away now to Weir. For Darren Jackson, who made the initial challenge there on Gascoigne. Play on, says the referee. It's half an hour gone. We're still waiting on the first goal. It's Hibs are trying to get it here. But a bit of dithering by Weir as he tried to lay that one off to O'Neill. And now it's Anderson for Rangers. Through for Laudrup. Van Bossen's going through the middle. Craig Moore's in a lot of room on the far side of the field. Brilliant play there by Laudrup. Still it's Laudrup. And it's an own goal. Well, what a blunder there. Graham Mitchell and Jim Leighton getting into a tangle. And the ball ended up the back of the net. It was glorious play by Laudrup just before that, showing marvellous close control. He was absolutely surrounded, as you can see there, by Hibernian players. He played it into the middle, and Jim Leighton there completely beaten by Mitchell. Did his best to get to it. The goalkeeper tried his best to keep it out there, but Graham Mitchell, an own goal.
It was magical play from Laudrup. We won earlier on, 5 minutes ago, we were telling about Laudrup's dribbling skills. All in evidence there. Graham Mitchell is a difficult one for the defender to try and clear. He really can only get a touch on it, but he's left his goalkeeper with absolutely no chance. Just down to the brilliance of Laudrup.
So Alec Miller looks on anxiously.
You know, Ben and Jeremy Anderson arriving now. There's another Dane coming. Whether Laudrup will maybe even settle further in the Rangers team, because although they reckon he's going to stay another year, maybe they would like him to stay, well, they probably would like him to stay longer. Whether another Dane coming would help him.
So he added that year to his existing contract, which keeps him at Ibrox until June 1998, and that can only be very good news for Rangers. But meanwhile, it's not so good for Hibs. David Farrell has taken a knock. There's no doubt, Charlie, that Brian Laudrup has been showing again in recent weeks the kind of form he showed throughout last season. I mean, he did have that injury spell at the start of the season. It's taken him time to get back.
Yeah, well, it always does. I mean, these type of players who play in the wide positions, and we want to see their dribbling skills. Well, this is the hardest thing in the game to do in the modern game, because it takes so much physical effort out of you. And this guy does it just about every time he gets the ball. So it does take him a bit longer sometimes than other players to get back. But now that he's back, I mean, okay, it's an unfortunate thing for Hibs today, but Laudrup has been the one outstanding player in view at the moment. Every time he's got the ball, he's looked threatening.
So hopefully David Farrell can continue here. He's back on his feet, and yeah, he's okay. So the match will restart with the free kick to Hibernian to be taken by Graham Mitchell, who scored that own goal just a few moments ago. And he lofts a high one in. Goff's above them all there. A little help from Petric. A touch away there by Robertson. Here's Willie Miller. That was a crushing blow there for Hibs, no doubt about that. Just at a time when they were starting to occasionally pressure the Rangers defence. Richard Goff had a couple of anxious moments, so too had Gordon Petric. But now Hibs have it all to do, and of course they've already lost 11 goals to Rangers this season. So it's played in by Miller, touch through by Weir, away by Goff. McLaughlin's well forward. This is Gascoigne who gets the touch, and the break's certainly on here. It's Van Bossen. Laudrup stays right, Anderson stays left. Play through towards Laudrup. Again showing great pace going down that slope. Does well just to keep that ball in play. But Mitchell did well. Here's Petric, and that's out for the throw to Hibernian.
It wasn't a particularly good pass from Van Bossen. he kind of delayed it just a bit. I think Laudrup prefers it to get it as early as he can, to run at the defender there rather than waiting for the defender to come.
We were just talking before the game, Charlie, as well, about the ball being played down the slope, just how much more difficult they can make it. But here's Hibs trying to get forward. The offside flag though goes up on the far side. So a really young assisted this afternoon by George Clyde from Bearsden, who's on that main stand-side side, and Bob Gunn from Dundee. The fourth official is John Robotham. This is McCall to Gascoigne. So it's Gascoigne trying to forge a way through, and he's got the free kick just outside the penalty area. And Mickey Weir looks on rather unhappily. But this could be a real chance now for Rangers to put themselves very much in the driving seat. They're leading by 1 goal to 0, and they've got players who can certainly strike it from this range. Leighton steadies himself. Gascoigne's there. He's hit some great free kicks this season already. And there goes another one. It's deflected! And inches past the post. Jim Leighton scrambling there. It's deflected behind for the corner kick. It's coming off the defender, and Leighton was really in trouble there. The upshot is a corner to Rangers, which is taken by Laudrup. Breaks out now to Van Vossen. Craig Moore pops up on that left side. It loses out now. It's McGinley trying to get forward, and he's fouled there. Hibs have the free kick. Stand at midway inside their own half. Played forward there by Joe McLaughlin. McLaren's there. McLaren who had an outstanding game last week at Pittodrie. It's Gascoigne playing it right across field now. It's picked up by Craig Moore. Here's Gascoigne. Moore. Gascoigne again. Laudrup. Great first touch again by Laudrup, just so aware, and the header going in there from Anderson. But Laudrup, at the tightest of situations, he just seems to know where every defender is placed. And the first touch again, they got him that bit of space to release across.
Great awareness. He's got, as well as his skill, his control. He's got great awareness of people coming round about him, and that's why he's so difficult to mark. It's just a one touch, and suddenly he's on it. Suddenly he's trying to make a chance for Anderson. So far, he's been a one guy. He's been outstanding so far. And in all departments he's played, not just his dribbling skills, but his passing too.
So a real crunch challenge there, and the physios are being called on. And again, Richard Gough is in the wars. And himself and Keith Wright having a real battle here this afternoon. A real clash there.
Yeah, it's typical of these two again. I think we're going to see this the whole of the afternoon between these two. It's where his aerial threat from Keith Wright. He's also on the deck. He's a running striker, likes corners. He's to run into the corners, and Gough will never give up. Keith Wright is probably the same type of character, so for the whole 90 minutes we'll see typical stuff of this.
So he's back on his feet, ready for more. So it's Graham Mitchell over the ball. Good into Joe McLaughlin, but Gordon Petrich is there. And it's Robertson now to Laudrup. Laudrup's really enjoying himself out there this afternoon. Here he is again. We're looking for Robertson. That's good play. Robertson, Gascoigne, and Laudrup in the tightest of situations. Well, Rangers are claiming a free kick as David Robertson went down there, challenged by Willie Miller. And there's certainly a suggestion of the use of an elbow, but the referee wasn't interested. The Rangers player still on the deck as play goes on. This is Mitchell. Still Robertson is on the deck, and Laudrup has dropped back into the left back area to provide some cover. So the referee is now allowing some treatment to the Rangers fullback. But certainly the crowd were howling, and there was a suggestion of use of an elbow by Willie Miller. But the referee just shook his head and waved play on. So we're just under 5 minutes of this first half left here at Easter Road. Hibernian 0, Rangers 1. And here is the incident. There'd been some delightful play involving Robertson, Laudrup and Gascoigne. And certainly it appeared as though Miller had caught him with the elbow, but he's recovered now. And it's a throw-in to Hibernian, and it's sportingly returned there to Andy Gorham. Well, Andy Gorham is still the top man in Scotland. 19 shutouts he's had this season, made 8 of them in a row. Moore showing determination. It's cleared by Mitchell. Here's Gascoigne. Now it's Craig Moore. High one in, and it goes just beyond Anderson. It's McLaughlin who gets it away. But Anderson seemed to get a bit of space there, and there was just too much in the cross for him. Here's Gascoigne. And the free kick awarded. His jersey was pulled there by David Farrell. The referee certainly giving Paul Gascoigne the protection he's been demanding, and he gets the free kick there as he's challenged by the Hibs man. The referee just wants the two Hibs players there to retreat with it. So Gascoigne to take it. The wall, the two-man wall does its job. This is McCall. McLaughlin who got it away, touched by McCall. This is Laudrup. Again, Laudrup does well under pressure, but Van Vossen loses out. McLaren comes in to support though. And that's a free kick Hibernian's way. That's Stuart McCall who's on the deck. So McCall going into this one with McGinley, and certainly the Hibs player's arm catching him. But the referee had already awarded the free kick Hibernian's way. And there's a high ball played forward. It's away by McLaren. This is Darren Jackson. Good play by Jackson. Now it's Farrell. Anderson comes to challenge. This is Van Vossen. Now it's McCall. Switching it out to Craig Moore. Through now to Laudrup. Gascoigne runs ahead of him. He stabs it through now, looking for Anderson. And the cover was there. It was McLaughlin who got it away. It's played upfield by McGinley. Picked up by Petric. Just a couple of minutes of the first half left. Rangers continue to lead by 1-0. An own goal by Graham Mitchell after 30 minutes, after he was put under pressure by Laudrup. And Laudrup who wins the throw there into the challenge. The ball come off Willie Miller. So David Robertson, who can send the long ones in, elects to take this one. Same done towards Craig Moore. Mitchell was there. Played through by Darren Jackson. Goff challenges. Now it's McCall. Gascoigne. McCall again. It's getting plenty of players behind the ball. Rangers being forced to backtrack a bit there. Now it's Robertson. Laudrup. Looking for Robertson again. And it's behind, and it's a goal kick. Well, the first half drawing to a close. Charlie, your overall thoughts?
Well, I think for the first 25 minutes or so it was a bit scrappy. Only Laudrup really the one outstanding player in view. But an unfortunate goal against Hibs, down to the skill of Laudrup. Unfortunate for Graham Mitchell. But I think Rangers probably deserve just to be in the lead.
But here come Hibs now. in this final minute of the first half. Keith Wright delivers a cross. McLaren's in there again, settling to another fine game. And Mitchell stumbles at the vital moment. A throw to Rangers to be taken by McCall. Gascoigne. Well, a bit of a sclaff there by Andy Gorham. It's cleared by Moore. O'Neill comes in. That's just beyond Pat McGinley and picked up now by David Robertson. Again, Laudrup makes himself available. Through now for Van Vossen, but the touch by him, not a good one. He's got it back though. And it runs behind for the goal kick. So I see some activity over at the dugout there. John Brown is getting ready to come on. Richard Gough must be toiling after the two blows he took. One to the face and another just after it. In fact, two clashes with Keith Wright. So John Brown is certainly getting ready to come on. You would imagine that Gough is struggling. He's signalling over towards the dugout. And in fact, he's moved out to the left side of the field at the moment. Perhaps Hibs can cash in here. Gough can't even get back to defenders. Claims for a handball there against Robertson. And the referee has pointed out towards the corner flag. But Robertson come back to make the challenge here. And that's certainly, the hand went up. And the ball went behind. The referee pointed out towards the corner flag. But Rangers are trying to make that change now. But Hibs mounting that attack there as Richard Gough could clearly take no further part in the game. He's limping heavily. He's taken a couple of heavy blows, but those were to the head. And this is bad news for Rangers in the championship run-in. They've just come back today after injury. And once again, John Brown comes on to lend his experience. He was brought in again last week at Pittodrie. So Richard Gough is helped away. Hibs have the corner kick. Gorham stays on his line. This is the Gascoigne. Eventually gets it away. So we've now played a couple of minutes of stoppage time. It's played through now, looking for Anderson. Now it's Laudrup, challenged by McLaughlin and by Miller. That's high into the stand. But Rangers will be anxious now. Richard Gough is hobbling down the trackside as the half-time whistle sounds. David Robertson is already suspended for the Old Firm match, and Richard Gough could well be struggling now. But Rangers are in the lead here at Easter Road. An own goal after 30 minutes by Graham Mitchell after Laudrup had put him under pressure. The half-time score here is Hibernian 0, Rangers 1.
Yes, a tough first half, as Jerry says. Rangers leading by a Mitchell own goal. Plenty to talk about at half-time. Join us after this break for first half analysis. Rangers over at Easter Road. Trevor, what do you make of the first 45 minutes?
It was a pretty even game up until the goal incident. Hibs were doing quite well, you know, playing some nice football, but didn't have that sort of lethal instinct in front of goal. You
don't fancy the surface too much, do you?
I was saying that too. It looks like one of those sunny afternoons in a bubbly pitch, and nobody can quite get it under control except Laudrup, it seems.
Yeah, yes indeed. Alex, obviously Stuart McCall, as usual, is in the mood, and he came very close very early on, didn't he?
It's scrappy stuff, Jim. You know, it's you know, Rangers have got a goal out of nothing really, and Stuart McCall's really unlucky here. It's a clever ball by Brian Laudrup, and he's made a good blindside run on the defender.
Stuart started his run there about the halfway line. I think he delivered the ball into Laudrup and has continued it.
Oh,
and gone right through the heart of the defence.
Perpetual motion with McCall, you know, he's all over the pitch, and
he
chases things.
He's got some engine. Yep. Well, Laudrup involved there, and then Trevor, Laudrup set up the goal. A bit freakish, obviously. It was a shame for Graham Mitchell, but still, Laudrup caused the damage.
That's right. You did have to feel sorry for Graham Mitchell, because he was marking Bo Anderson there. Eric pulled away at the back post, and he was caught in two minds. He didn't want to let the ball run, and I think you saw Jim Leighton's movements as well.
That's the difference, Trevor, isn't it? You know, the Laudrup guy's the difference. Quality player, world-class player.
Yeah.
Nothing between the teams at all, and Laudrup causes blind panic in Hibs defence here, and Mitch is unlucky to head into his own net. You know, maybe a different player delivered the cross then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I dealt with it
He
better.
he created that opportunity really from nothing, as you say, and that has been the difference between the two teams.
We haven't seen Anderson too much, Trevor, but again, he was in the end of, inevitably, a loud-up cross.
Yeah.
What do you think of Anderson? How's he looking?
I've noticed some nice touches around his feet, and he's trying to use the ball as well as he possibly can. I mean, we're asking a lot for him to score from that position.
I like his hair, Jim. I like his hair.
Yeah.
It's a good colour.
He should fit in
Red,
Scotland.
red hair, must be talented, Alex. Must be talented. Jim, inevitably a few incidents for you, mate. Goff has gone off. If anyone's just switched on, Richard Goff played the first 45 minutes, but he's off for the second half. He got a boot in the face. Now, we see this again. It didn't look much, but what would you have said something here to Keith Wright?
No, I don't think there was any intent, Jim, at all in the challenge. Foul, certainly, but no intent. High foot, nothing else. There was certainly contact, but yeah,
It's a split second, Jim, isn't it? It's a split second.
I'm happy having seen that there was no intent whatsoever on.
Well, a few more incidents, Jim, for you after this break, and obviously that Richard Goff incident, we'll be talking about that in the forum later on. 0500 404 000 as usual. But time for another short break. As I say, we'll be back in a couple of minutes with the second half of Hibs against Rangers live from Easter Road. We've got to look at another incident here, another controversial one.
Yeah.
Willie Miller's elbow on David Robertson, did he mean it?
Yeah, at first sighting, well, we didn't see it the first time. I think it was only on the replay, Jim, that we actually caught it. Clearly, Willie didn't see it.
Yeah.
There was no foul given. The linesman, neither of the linesmen saw it.
Yeah.
And play went on. It was only when it was rerun that we saw the actual impact of the...
Let's see it here again. There it is, Jim.
Yeah.
Well, he certainly smacked him. He went down.
He certainly did. Yeah.
What would you have done in that?
Well, if I had seen it,
Yeah.
the decision you then have to make is was it reckless or was it in fact an intentional assault?
Yeah.
Difficult one to
It
call.
looked like a reckless assault to me.
You think, Trevor?
Yeah, I think it's pretty
blatant.
On your colleague?
Blatant.
Yeah.
Careful, Trev. Careful.
Ali, go.
Allegedly.
David Robertson involved again. Was it handball? Was it a penalty? Actually, no time for that because the teams have come out quicker than we thought.
Yep.
Let's go back over it. It's 1-0 Rangers. Back to you, Jerry.
And you rejoin us as the second half gets underway. And no changes in the Hibs lineup. As you saw just before half-time, John Brown had come on to replace Richard Goff, and Stuart McCall has taken over the captaincy. So Hibs now try to get themselves back into this game, and it's Farrell playing it through. It's picked up by O'Neill, and McCall made the challenge, and the ball breaks away to Laudrup. Van Vossen's well forward. There's Craig Moore running in support, but it's played through now to Anderson, and it's McLaughlin who makes the challenge. Still Anderson has it. And that's out of play for the throw to Rangers. This is Laudrup. Again doing well, but that one breaks away. It's picked up now by Pat McGinley. And Petric was in bother there, but McLaren is sitting in just behind him, providing the cover. And free, there's a word there with Darren Jackson, and Rangers have the free kick. Holding on there to Paul Gascoigne. Gascoigne caught there by Keith Wright, and the challenge going in from Petric. Both players are on the ground. The referee is allowing play to go on. And this is McCall. Petric's going in hard there, but both he and Keith Wright are back on their feet as play continues. And this is Darren Jackson now for Hibernian. It's McGinley. Now it's O'Neill onto that left foot of his. McCall coming to charge that one down along with McLaren. It's played in now by Weir. Keith Wright's there, and Craig Moore did a good job. And it's Gordon Petric who knocks it clear. Well, Hibs are clearly wound up for this second half. And with Rangers losing Richard Goff, they perhaps sense they can do something here. But Craig Moore made a very good headed clearance, and that was Petric on that occasion. And here's Laudrup trying to get forward, still looking very much in the mood, and he has the throw in. And it's Darren Jackson. And the referee indicates a goal kick. And Darren Jackson showing great persistence there. It was Gordon Petric who blocked him. He got away from Laudrup initially, did Jackson.
It's a decent start to the second half for Hibs. Just raised the tempo a little touch. A good move down the right side. Hart McGinley, Darren Jackson interchanging there, and playing the passing game through them, which helped open Rangers up a little bit.
Well, the scoring of goals has been Hibs' biggest problem of late. Just 3 in the last 6 games, and that's something that is obviously still concerning the manager. In contrast, Rangers scored now 91 goals this season in all matches. But Hibs looking in the mood in these early stages, and well, the referee seemed to just reflect on that for a moment or two, and he's awarded the free kick to Hibernian, and Gordon Petric is yellow carded for handball. He's shown a lot of patience this afternoon, but he decided there to award the free kick. Gordon Petric came across there and clearly used a hand. So, for the pressure for Andy Gorham and his defenders. And the Rangers defence having lost Goffner and Petric on that yellow card, so he'll have to be extremely careful. Again, it's McLaren, and touched by Brown. And it's out of play, and for the throw, just tight in against the corner flag. Brown's header. Again, with a big responsibility now, McLaren, to hold things together. Well, it's Pat McGinley sending that one in. It's away by McCall. Here's Gascoigne. Just a bit sluggish in the first half, did Paul Gascoigne. And he's caught again there. The Hibs have the bit between their teeth here. John Brown challenges, and Pat McGinley showed persistence, but the ball's right into the hands of Andy Gorham. But you can sense, and the Hibs fans can sense, that there might be something on here.
Yeah, they've certainly upped the gear, and just given Rangers 1 or 2 little problems now. I think it's interesting that you mentioned McLaren, I think, and Brown in particular. I still feel that for Rangers with a back three, that Petric.
Oh, here's a chance on for Keith Wright, and Andy Gorham does ever so well, but the flag was up. Just below us, but Keith Wright sprinting through there, Mickey Weir of all people, getting the header on, but the flag went up against the Hibernian striker.
It's a good effort. I just feel that Rangers are probably more comfortable, suited with Petric as the spare man. McLaren has been playing outstandingly well for Rangers in the last few weeks. Brown's always reliable, but McLaren and Brown prefer to pick up forwards, whereas Petric prefers to be the guy who's getting a bit more time, and I just think that's when they tend to look a little bit vulnerable when Petric has got to mark man-to-man.
Here's Gascoigne. It's Moore. Darren Jackson digs in well. It's forward for Weir. Gascoigne comes in solidly, but Weir did his job. Now it's McGinley, and Hibs charging down this Easter Road slope. It's Willie Miller now. One away over to the far side, and Neil's coming in to meet it, and that's great handling by Andy Gorham under pressure. Well, even though the offside flag had gone up against Keith Wright just a few minutes earlier, Gorham still come out to make the save, and again, it shows great composure.
A lot of people say present time that he doesn't come for many crosses now, but today's a big important game that he must come from, and he does very well there.
Well, the referee spots an infringement. Free kick to Rangers. But, Rangers will really have to dig into the resources this afternoon. You see the challenge going in there from Willie Miller. So it's Gascoigne over the ball as Leighton looks on. Flips it through, looking for David Robertson. Well, Pat McGinley complains to the referee that Robertson took a dive there. The referee just telling the Hibs man to calm down. Brown comes to attack this one, does it well. It's away by Tweed. There's Keith White. Switch of play by O'Neill. Roy Miller does well, gets away from Van Vossen. Van Vossen digs in again though. Touched by Brown. And this is Robertson. And Laudrup just mistiming that one. Complete miscue there by Farrell. So we hear that the injury to Richard Gough is to his lower calf. He's still receiving treatment in the dressing room. And Rangers were hoping that he's not out too long, having just come back today after injury. So that Rangers move breaks down for the throw-in.
Yeah, well, Richard Gough looked as if he was never out the team away. He came back, it was the same old self, typical leader, determined to get everything he could, and probably a sad sight for Rangers fans seeing him going off again.
And Old Firm games take care of themselves, Charlie, but Rangers will want to go into that with the 3-point cushion and the goal difference.
Well, of course, the way Celtic are playing, that's the thing. They're playing superbly well. Some great football, and it's at times that you need your leader on the pitch. And Gough has got all those qualities that help Rangers get results.
Well, John Brown there went in very solidly on Mickey Weir. The referee just checking the Hibs player and really caught him there. And looks as though Brown's getting away with it. Going in there and catching him.
I think he's actually caught him with his knees, left knees stuck into his ribs. Could be very pleasant for Mickey Weir.
So it's O'Neill who plays it through. Joe McLaughlin trying to get through there. It's Petric who got it away. Now it's Gascoigne playing it along the ground, trying to pick out Stuart McCall. But in comes Willie Miller for Hibernian. Now it's Tweed. O'Neill through for Jackson. Away by Brown. Touched by Robertson. This is Miller. Nice touch there by Michael O'Neill. Hibs want to see more of that. It's Miller providing the cross. And it was Mickey Weir coming in now. It's Darren Jackson struggling to control that one. It was an awkward ball. Rangers scramble it away. This is Laudrup. Again showing great pace, running at the heart of the Hibernian defence. Van Vossen's to his left. Laudrup tries to go all the way.